So the turbo here with the manifold goes onto. Obviously when the exhaust was done and I mentioned that the bolts snapped, they had to drill them out, but unfortunately they weren't done the best, and the insert, the threaded insert, has actually started to come apart in that area there. You can see it's kind of, yeah, shedding out. So Tom obviously isn't happy putting those back on, so he's going to recondition this kind of end and come up with a solution. He's going to drill and grind these out and then get it back to what it should be, because they're actually smaller size, so that might be why it actually started to go, because there was just too much weight on a small thread. So you can see at the angle that these are as well, they're completely off, so, and there's quite a bit of play in there, so definitely not good.
That's still good. Look at that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Definitely not straight.
No, we've got to do something about that. And then that one is not as bad, but it's getting there.
It's getting there.
The one's original one, that's fine.
Nice. So you can see where all the dodgy thread was, so it's been removed now, and it's
Might have to find a bit more if I see what's actually hot.
yeah, man.
I might just move.
So Tom's managed to get that out. That was just what, grinding and pulling.
Jiggling. But work out the biggest bolt I can put in there by taking as much meat out of the side that it should be.
Yep.
Re-centralise that the best I can, put a bolt in there, mill that off flush, work out where the bolt hole should be, locate that, drill that, tap that, back to the original thread.
Nice.
And then similar on that.
That's
But
a bit
I'm
more
gonna tackle this
centralised
one
anyway.
first. Yeah, this is the worst hole.
Yeah, it's a monster. So Tom carried on working on the turbo last night. He was just showing how he installed the stud in, and it's a really cool method actually. And yeah, much better adaptation, so putting studs in this rather than nut and bolt, I think it would just be a lot more solid. So hopefully we'll get the last one done now, which is this one, back to a 10mm stud, and we're good to go.
Round it away a little bit.
Yep.
I've put a bigger bolt in to bung the hole up.
Oh, that's that big chunker?
Yeah, and then I've offset the hole, but I've also put a pin in there to stop this bolt from rotating.
Right, okay.
So it's bottomed out anyway.
Yeah.
And tightened up with Loctite, but this is actually pinned and dowelled.
So mechanically kind of.
Because the last thing you want to do is when we take the stud out in the future, is that piece start moving.
Oh yeah.
And it will lock it.
Oh right,
and
yeah,
you'll
yeah.
never get it out.
No, that's it. Good point.
So I've actually put a 3mm piece of silver steel, just a few mil down underneath between the two threads to lock them together.
That's amazing, dude.
And I'll probably end up doing the same on that one.
Yeah, he'd gone.
That's a good few mil. Yeah.
He had to completely recenter that.
I want to actually try the gasket on it. That's still pretty much where it should be.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Still, it starts to wander the drill bit.
Yeah.
So like if I bring it over here and over exaggerate it, it flexes it.
Okay.
You should be able to find the centre. good enough for this price, the feel. Then I'll rotate it and get the feel on the other side. Just to make sure that it shouldn't have moved really, because I only went backwards and forwards for the bed.
Nice.
Oh, it's coming up bang on size.
Bang on size.
Yeah.
Nice. That's perfect.
Right, now.
So now you're just checking the tap size, are you?
The tap size is correct to the bolt that I'm going to use. I'm going to use a Land Rover.
Nice.
Disc brake that holds the disc onto the hub on the Land Rover.
Okay.
Got some brand new ones in here somewhere.
Yep.
The same bolt.
Nice. So that's going to go in as an insert into that. So tap it, put a bolt in, cut it off, and then we can re-drill it and tap it at the original size. Decent.
That's pretty much about what I got, man.
So Tom's just been tapping the thread. Really awesome to watch. It was pretty therapeutic. Look at that thread. That's awesome, dude. And then he's going to put in that bolt that you just showed us and then mill the top of that off. So we've got a flat surface ready to put in the original 10mm thread. So that's pretty Loctite. Going to then get cut off here and then pinned, and then we can put in the original 10mm hole and tap.
So the untrained eye.
So that's all cut off now. Really awesome repair. Yeah, because what were you saying? Like they're like a helicoil, are they almost?
Yeah,
Like
it's like
they
a
were
time
before.
set, but yeah, I just don't. They weren't installed right.
And now this is a whole new stud system. So it's amazing. You can see there, guys, where Tom's had to offset it so it's back in centre, so it's true to the gasket and true to the mounting. And the same here. Brilliant work. Sitting the turbo in to make sure everything's where you need to mark and then drill out. So that's now been marked and Tom's going to drill that out and tap it. Then we can put the stud in for a 10mm like the original. So this is a silver pin, is it?
Yeah, just to
Lock it. Stop the thread turning.
I don't want the tiniest bit because I don't want it to lock at the bottom of the hole.
Yeah.
Right, to mind your eyes.
Yep. Tom's just drilled the hole, the first pilot in the middle there, so everything's going to be re-centralised. Now we can drill that to a bigger hole, ready to tap it.
go through the stage or throw it in a bin and it like
Yeah, that's it.
it's already had early coil treatment. Got a flute on the end.
Oh, nice.
A taper.
So that just clears out the bottom of it.
Yeah, just so we can get maximum depth on the hole.
Nice, rather than it being just like a concave in there. Nice. Look at that. Dream job, Tom. Nice one, dude. Nice.
Not far off, or just a guess.
That's good.
I'll just put it down a little bit so it matches the others. I might actually just put a bit around there so it drags it into the thread.
Yeah, man.
And I'll put a
Bit of exhaust sealant.
It's the only high temperature stuff sealant we've got, so something's better than nothing.
That's it. Problem solved.
Problem
So it says
solved.
on the tube.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Nah, it didn't need it anyway, but.
So there you have it, guys, how to install studs into a turbo when the thread has been completely destroyed or a helicoil has failed. Hope you find it interesting, and until next time, stay safe and I'll see you soon.